So this is the second video in our tutorial about how we got set up at Lincolnshire Wolds. The first one was showing OBS and how to set that up with your cameras and whatever, and this is I use a thing called Touch Portal, and this is to show how that works. So now I've got to jump across now, and I'm going to set up a different screen so that you can see exactly what I do, how I do it. It'll all become apparent, so just bear with me for the time being and I'll be back. Now I've got a split screen here, so the top one is Touch Portal, and I'm looking at that on a different screen at the moment, and at the bottom is OBS where the camera setup is. So if I just click through, you'll see my mouse moving about, because at the moment I've only got one button, which is for Touch Portal itself. We'll come back to that in a minute. Okay, so I've got several views on here. Let's just assume that you've maybe got one or two cameras. I've got, I think, I've got 4 set up at the moment, but you know, that's just a bit extravagant. The Touch Portal screen with OBS. So that's my camera setup, and what I need to do now is I need to create some buttons to switch to these cameras. So the Touch Portal one that you see there, I've created that just from a picture that I had, and this is only the basic version of Touch Portal. I do have the professional one, cost me a tenner I think, but for basic just switching cameras you don't really need it. I just like playing about with it because I just like tech. But here we go. So we want to create a new button. So what we do is you go over to Touch Portal with your mouse, and you'll see I've deleted some of the buttons that you get in the free version. I've just deleted them because you don't need that many. The only reason I bought the professional is because you can add new pages, and so you have more buttons for more controls, but that's just something that I want to play about with. Anyway, so here we go. Click left, and what that does is that brings up a little control panel from your button settings. So button size I've got set at 1 by 1. That works for me on an iPhone, and we need to insert our text. So you go into button text, and the first one we looked at was overhead, so let's call that overhead, and it's in. You can decide where that's going to be now on your button. So I quite like it at the top, and I quite like to change the colours of them. So let's have that one blue, and let's have it going into white. And now remember to uncheck that transparent background, and there you get that. You can add, if you want, you can add an icon, and in the basic there's a basic icon pack, and I've just dragged that in there, but yours will just pop up on your screen. So because this is overhead, let's do a down arrow and click the add button, not the save button yet. Click the add button. I did it wrong first time, and it's a bit embarrassing really, because everything disappeared and I thought, oh my god, what's happened? Anyway, now what we need to do, we need to assign that button to your camera, to OBS. When you loaded OBS and Touch Portal, they will link together. It gives you the option, Touch Portal gives you the option of what you're going to use it for. If you're going to use it for OBS, it puts this in automatically, all these scenes. Don't worry about all of them, just look for the blue ones initially and go 1, 2, 3, set scene, and what happens is a little orange banner comes up with a drop down menu, and you drop it down, and the first one, because we're doing the first one to start with, overhead, we click that and it comes up overhead. Check you've got overhead is okay, and that's now set, and we save that and it pops up, so it's in there ready, and I look across and it's already on my iPhone. So next one we need to do, we'll just go through a few. So new button. So what's the next one on? Rear view. You go in there, go in rear view. I like it again at the top, and I'm going to change the colour, and I'm going to go orange, bottom orange, and remember to uncheck the transparent background and go down to change icon, and this one's rear view, So let's go from icon packs, and again yours will pop up. I've just dragged mine across because it's on a different screen. And let's go on to that one, because that's one coming from the back. Remember to click add, and that's added it already. Look, there you go. Now across to the left again, it's just repeating the same old thing all the way through. So OBS 1 2 3, set scene, orange banner, drop down menu, second one down, because that's the second one down on our OBS, and just makes life much easier, doesn't it? So rear view, save, and pop. There it comes. So that's 2 buttons already set. So do you want to do another one? Let's do another one just to clarify it all. So what's the next one down? We look at tail stock. Tail stock. It's getting easier, isn't it? Every time it gets easier. So at the top, you can have it where you want. You can have it at the bottom. You can have it in the middle. I like it at the top. If you're just going to put writing in, you can adjust it to the side. You can center it. You can put it where you like. You can also change your text size if you want to, but auto seems to work fine. If it's really small on an iPhone, it might not show up at all. But you just get the arrows anyway. So depends what you're using, and if you fiddle about with it, you'll see how it works. So let's change the colour. So let's have a green button. Green, going down to pale green, and uncheck that. So there we go. And this one's called tail stock. So let's go and have a look for an icon for the tail stock. Change icon from icon packs. Up yours pops, and tail stock. Perhaps use that one. Yeah, add, not save at this stage. Add, bang, in it goes. Go across to the left to add action. Add actions. I didn't mention that, but you'll see that. Blue ones. Down 1 2 3, set scene, check, tail stock, and now you can go save, and bang, and it goes. So now you've got overhead, rear view, tail stock. Easy, isn't it? You can add your own buttons. One of the other benefits of having the Pro version is it gives you lots of buttons, but there's hundreds and hundreds of them, and you'll not use any of them. If you want to use one for yourself then, and assign a button to something you want a particular picture on, you can do that. So we'll just do that. Look, we'll just go let's go Wolds. That'll be novel, won't it? We'll put it at the top. We'll not change the colour, but we'll take that off, look, and we'll go button image, and we'll go change icon, and from file. Now let's go in there, and I just opened this one in my OB picture master. I've got loads of stuff in there, look. So I'm going to click that one and open, and there you go, it's put the Wolds thing in there. Now if you fancy having a background on there, you can change the background colour as well. So if you decide you want it to be a grey background, that kind of shows up, and I'll go across set scene, and what should we use that one for? Oh crikey, let's use it for the picture in picture. Okay, save. And I didn't mention that before, but I've got some other ones. I've got some other things on there. So if I go and touch my screen now, because that's already come on to my iPhone, that's already working. So you didn't see my mouse change there. I can change it here, look. I can change picture in picture, but now without that mouse moving, and I go back to touch portal, so I'm actually doing that on my iPhone now, so it's live. It goes live straight away. So there's some of the benefits there of using it, how you want to use it. If you decide then you don't like a button, you can right mouse, delete button, it asks you, you'll get a pop-up saying, do you want to delete it? And you can delete it, and that works a treat. If you want to move your buttons about, if you don't like them where they're set, you can set them where you like. The record button is already set. So when you assign Touch Portal to OBS, you're going to use it, say you're using it OBS, it does it automatically. And it's a toggle button, so that means you press it and it starts recording, and you stop pressing it, or you press it again. How do you stop pressing it? You press it again and it stops recording, which I'm going to probably do right now, I'm guessing. Now, so that was Touch Portal working with OBS, and I didn't set up a button for my workshop, so it's popped back to me. Any queries, any problems, then come back to us. You know where we are. Lincolnshire Wolds, woodturning.co.uk, that's our website, but we're on Facebook and we're on Instagram, and you know how to get in contact with us. So if you want to do that, then okay, we'll see you soon. Bye.